help this afternoon, we're going to get a chance to peek behind the scenes at a dolphin training session, see what it takes to train a dolphin like this. Ultimately, everything that we do with her is based on the relationship that's been established between her and the training team over the years. It really is critical to everything that we do. Now, we've had lots of chances to build up that relationship with Helen over the last few years. She's been living with us here at the Vancouver Aquarium for quite a while, but originally she joined us in not quite as good a shape as she is today. She was originally found entangled in a fishing net out in the North Pacific Ocean, and because of the extent of her injuries, pieces of her pectoral flippers, those side fins, are actually missing. And because of that and the amount of care she needed, she was deemed a non-releasable animal by the government. You can see those fins there at the surface. They should be quite a bit longer and more triangular. So she eventually needed a permanent home. She was transferred here from another aquarium back in the mid-2000s, and we've been able to build up a really strong relationship with her ever since. That relationship really is critical to everything that we do. But to tell you a little bit more about some of the stuff that we are able to do with this relationship, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Leonora.
Thank you so much, Neil. Yes, definitely relationship is very important for whatever behaviors we train here at the Vancouver Aquarium. And we do train for many reasons here at the aquarium. One of the most important reasons that we train is for what we call husbandry behaviors or medical behaviors. So we do train Helen to show us different parts of her body. So we can check her every single day, the outside of her body, and make sure there's nothing new or different from the previous day. So we can ask her to show us her belly, inside her mouth, as well as her back. And that way we can make sure that there's nothing different. If we do find anything different or new, we can call our veterinarian team. They're actually available 24/7, and they can come and check her out. We can also do advanced husbandry behaviors, and these are the ones that we can actually take samples from Helen, like fecal samples, urine samples, blood samples. We can do x-rays, ultrasounds, anything like that, making sure she's not only healthy on the outside, but also on the inside of her body. And with this, care for her in the best way possible. And we also train for other reasons as well. And for that, I'll pass the mic back to you. Thank you, Neil.
Thanks, Leonora, and thanks, Helen, for showing us a little bit of that husbandry in action. But in the same way that your doctor probably doesn't just look at you and say, you're healthy, we've got to do things with Helen every single day to make sure that she stays that way. If anybody here goes to the gym or plays sports or tells people you do those things, make sure that she's using the muscles all throughout her body. But we also want to make sure we're doing lots of mental stimulation or mental exercise in the same way that you might do a puzzle, a crossword, maybe you like playing games or learning new things. We want to make sure Helen is always learning and doing new things. That's kind of what you're seeing right now. Helen already knows that target that Leonora is to make sure that we're structuring our relationship. Ultimately, Helen knows that if she touches that target, she's going to get a reward. And what do you think would be a good reward for a dolphin? Fish, exactly. I am also very food motivated. Helen, that's not food. But food definitely is a great source of motivation, but it's not the only one. You'll see Helen get toys and play sessions, sometimes touches or rubs, kind of like a massage for a human. Even something as simple as positive body language and us getting excited, that's all positive reinforcement, also known as operant conditioning. Basically, if Helen does what she's asked, she's going to get a treat. If she doesn't, well, nothing's going to happen. We're going to take a quick break, maybe 3 seconds, 5 seconds, something fast to make sure that she knows that wasn't it, and then we can try again. And if she really doesn't get it, we can try again later in the day, later in the week, anything like that, to make sure that she's always having a positive experience with training. Because ultimately, Helen is a lot stronger than we are, and if she chose not to participate in today's session, she definitely does not have to. Whatever happens, she's going to get all of her food and everything every single day, so we really couldn't do this sort of thing if we didn't have that strong relationship attached and if we weren't able to do it voluntarily. You know, you'll see Helen swimming around this exhibit, and she doesn't always do what she's asked on the first try, but as we build up this relationship over time, and as we practice, just like us, she tends to get better and able to do it more and more regularly. That training isn't always just about her, though. Sometimes it's about getting a better understanding of dolphins overall. You know, that animal health care or husbandry training is very important for her care, so is the physical and mental